next stop is Spring Street. Step off here for Route 75 trams. Step off here for the Treasury Gardens and the Heritage Fitzroy Gardens. There are free guided walking tours of Fitzroy Gardens every Saturday from 10 a.m. Stunning floral displays can be seen, and the gardens also contain the fairy tree sculpture depicting fairies and elves. Cook's Cottage, the reconstructed house of Captain James Cook's parents, is also located here. Start your exploration of the gardens from Fitzroy Gardens Visitor Centre, open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday to Sunday. Melbourne's cosmopolitan Bridge Road, Richmond, renowned for its fashion, cafes and bars, is just a short distance from the next stop. Take a tram on Route 75. The Melbourne Cricket Ground and National Sports Museum are also accessible here on Tram Route 75. The next stop is Bourke Street. A short walk from the next stop is Carlton Street to connect with trams on routes 109 to Port Melbourne or Box Hill, 11 to Brunswick Street, 12 to Victoria Street, Richmond, and 48 to Bridge Road, Richmond. Parliament House overlooks one of Melbourne's busiest streets, Bourke Street. Wedding parties can often be seen on the wide sweeping steps having their photos taken. Free tours of the Parliament building are available when Parliament is not sitting. Many of Melbourne's finest 19th century buildings are located along this elegant strip, including Parliament House, the Hotel Windsor and Old Treasury Building. These buildings were constructed during the boom following the discovery of gold in Victoria. The Hotel Windsor was built in 1883, predating London's Savoy Hotel and the Ritz in Paris. It's famous for its lavish Victorian-style interior.
Explore Melbourne by tram and take advantage of the long summer days by experiencing the many events, festivals and attractions on during summer. Take a break from the heat at Melbourne's many public gardens. Discover festivals, pumpkins and nature like Fairies Tree in shade of Fitzroy Gardens. Spring Street in Blizzard Street. Appreciate the ornate beauty of the World Heritage Site listed Royal Exhibition Building, the meeting place of Australia's first federal parliament, in Carlton Gardens, at Stop 9 Victoria Street in Latrobe Street. And enjoy a romantic punt on the ornamental lake at the lush Royal Botanic Gardens, a short walk from any tram on St Kilda Road to Stop 19 Shrine of Remembrance. For more information about what's on this summer, pick up the Melbourne Visitors Guide, available on board this tram or at the Visitor Centre in Melbourne Town Hall or the Bourke Street Mall.
For about 7 or 8 minutes.
A number of traditional gargoyles adorn St Patrick's Cathedral, including a recent Premier of Victoria. Down Albert Street, the Victorian Artists Society welcomes visitors to its art exhibitions and heritage-listed building. Entry is free Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. A short walk from the next stop, down Little Bourke Street, is Chinatown, boasting the longest continuous Chinese settlement in the Western world. You'll find a huge variety of restaurants and cuisines, from fine dining to noodle houses, as well as Asian groceries, herbalists and fashion boutiques. The Chinese Museum is also located here. Throbe Street and Victoria Parade. Step off here for the Royal Exhibition Building, Carlton Gardens and Melbourne Museum. Visit the World Heritage listed Royal Exhibition Building, a stunning architectural expression of the pomp and optimism of the late 19th century, and built for Melbourne's International Exhibition of 1880 to showcase the latest products from the Industrial Revolution. The building was also the site for the opening of Australia's first Parliament in 1901. Tours are available. Surrounding the Royal Exhibition Building are the World Heritage listed Carlton Gardens. Within the gardens you'll find the Melbourne Museum. next stop, head down Exhibition Street for Her Majesty's Theatre with its stunning Art Deco interior, as well as the Comedy Theatre. The free tram zone covers Melbourne's CBD and Docklands. Trips entirely within this zone are free, so you won't need to touch on your Myki, including your entire City Circle Tram journey. If you're planning to travel anywhere outside the free tram zone, to places like St Kilda, Melbourne Zoo or Chapel Street Grand, you'll still need to have a valid Myki. You can purchase a Myki from major hotels and backpackers, major train stations and many retailers such as 7-Eleven. For more information, ask at your hotel or grab a Myki brochure on board. Is Melbourne Central Station and Swanston Street. Step off here for Metropolitan trains and Swanston Street trams, and for Melbourne Central, QV and Emporium shopping centres. This is also the stop for RMIT University and the State Library of Victoria. The Heritage State Library of Victoria opened in 1856. The library has a collection of over 2 million books, as well as pictures, maps, manuscripts and several galleries. You can take a tour, watch films and listen to music, play games. Step off here for Swanston Street trams, RMIT University and Melbourne Central Station. This is also the stop for the Heritage State Library of Victoria, which opened in 1856 and has a collection of more than 2 million books, as well as maps and a number of galleries. You can take a tour, watch films, listen to music and access free Wi-Fi. Open Monday to Thursday, 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Friday to Sunday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. The next stop is Melbourne Central Station and Elizabeth Street. Step off here for Metropolitan trains and to connect with Route 19, 57 and 59 trams along Elizabeth Street. Catch a tram north along Elizabeth to visit Queen Victoria Market. Steeped in history, this iconic market sells a huge range of clothes and souvenirs, plus the freshest produce and gourmet food. The market's open every day except for Mondays and Wednesdays. From this stop, catch any tram south down Elizabeth Street to Bourke Street Mall, Melbourne's shopping heartland, with its buskers and busy shoppers. 2 of Melbourne's premier department stores are located here. From Bourke Street Mall, you can begin a journey into some of Melbourne's most beautiful laneways and shopping arcades, including the Royal and Block arcades. Explore an eclectic range of shops, bars and cafes nestled in unlikely nooks, up stairways and under romantic archways as you weave your way towards the river. Melbourne is known around the world for its rich mix of cultures. Gold miners from around the world began arriving in Victoria during the 1850s gold rush. During this time, a large Chinese community was established. After World War II, a new influx of migrants arrived from Europe, particularly Greece and Italy. Today, Melbourne is recognised as the largest Italian city outside Italy. Melbourne is a truly cosmopolitan metropolis with a population of over 5 million people from more than 110 different ethnic backgrounds, speaking 170 languages. Sample the best of Italian and Spanish flavours at bars and restaurants along nearby Hardware Lane, a popular destination for breakfast, dinner and evening drinks. next stop is Flagstaff Station and William Street. Step off here for metropolitan trains and to connect with Route 58 trams. William Street is the home of Melbourne's historic and imposing law courts, comprising a large complex of buildings dating from the 1870s. From the next stop, change to a Route 58 tram bound for West Coburg to go to Melbourne Zoo, where you can see over 320 animal species from around the world in a beautifully landscaped setting. Open every day from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. with free admission for kids on weekends. Melbourne has the third largest Greek population outside Athens and Thessaloniki, which has significantly shaped the culture of the city. Melbourne's Greek precinct is located around Lonsdale Street, with restaurants, cafes and cake shops. Step off here for the Hellenic Museum to explore the rich cultural traditions of ancient and contemporary Greece. The museum is located in what was originally the Royal Mint, which began casting gold coins in 1872 in response to the gold rush. Trams hopes you're enjoying your ride on the City Circle Tram. For your comfort and safety, please take a seat or hold on, because trams sometimes have to stop suddenly in traffic. Marvel Stadium is a state-of-the-art sport and entertainment venue, with seating for more than 15,000 people and a retractable roof that takes 8 minutes to close. The stadium hosts AFL and A-League football matches, as well as rugby and international music acts. Explore behind the scenes, see the players' change rooms, and tour the media centre from where all the action is reported. Tours operate from Gate 2, Monday to Friday, 11 a.m, 1 p.m and 3